is it, alright. Hey y'all, appreciate you coming down to flippinggreen.com today to check out some product reviews. We're going to get pretty serious at Craftsman. Back in the day, Craftsman was a well-known brand. It was one of the premier warranty tools, lifetime warranty tools. It was a big household brand name for Sears, but things change. Life changes, but Craftsman is still around. Lowe's is selling it last time I checked. This is where I bought this one. And what this is this is an adapter for your weed eater. And it is one of the most dangerous things that I can think of that you would ever buy for a weed eater for personal home use. You notice there's no guard. And we're using a saw blade. And we're going to be spinning this at high speed, touching a solid object with bare legs. You're not going to be wearing armor when you put this on. Don't lie to me. So we're talking about today that this tool is awesome. Okay, it's a Craftsman adapter. You can put it on most all weed eaters. It just clips in if you have a simple clip style weed eater. Square drive shaft. This little piece will pop into the holes. And it'll work just like a regular weed eater. Except this one goes to the left. It turns the opposite direction of most weed eaters. And that's due to the drive system that's inside the head. We're not getting into it. We're not doing the mechanics today. This is a review of how well this works. So the first thing we're going to do is, this is not the blade it came with. You can tell I've used it well. That's why I'm doing a review on it, is because I'm trying to launch my website and I'm wanting to get some information out there for everyone. So if you've watched my other video, you've heard me talk about left-handed threads. Everything turns to the right to get tighter, except this. This turns to the left to get tighter. Now they provide you with a tool. And no, when I bought this, I did not look up the instructions. I had worked on other weed eaters, so I just made certain assumptions, and it turns out your tool, which I'm probably not using correctly, goes through a hole that you can barely see. There you go. So we're going to set this tool up. Let's roll this thing around until it locks. This is not an easy task, y'all. Did I get it on the... There we go. Turn it around. There it goes. It fell in, it locked, and now you can see that it's stuck. Okay, so we're no longer spinning the blade. We're no longer able to turn our nut. So the tool, and this is the way I use it. Not sure if that's right, but that's the way I do it. So make sure I got my head locked in place. And I'll be doing a product review on these later, so if you're wondering why my socket looks a little different, I got these from O'Reilly's. Not sure the name on this one. Here it comes around. Powerhouse. But these are pretty damn good sockets. I'll review these for you later. So as I said before, on this case, turning to the right is loosening. We turn it to the right. Ta-da. Put this in the pocket. Because never throw your ratchets in the dirt, folks. Never. Alright, so we're going to turn to the right, and there it is. Nut just fell off. I'm just going to set it down here in my little bottom groove, take my cover washer off, hold it up in my hand, and take my blade off. Okay? Old blade. The reason I'm replacing this one, let's see if I can find it and get it to you. If you can see that little notch, let me look through the hole here, make sure you see it. If you notice, there are teeth missing. Roll it around, you'll see where there are some, and then you'll see where, look, right there is a good one. Tooth missing. So what happened? How did I lose teeth? Well, I hit a piece of metal. I'm out here, as you can see, my office is a little wild. I guarantee the turtles right there are probably laughing at me right now, but I'm clearing this out. I'm clearing a lot of this out. I'm going to be trying to put a house in here. That's a point of homesteading, and not everything requires a chainsaw. A lot of this brush you'll see with small stuff, you know, maybe about the size of your finger, but still, it's in your way. Now, I'm more of an environmentalist than I am a capitalist or an industrialist. I don't like doing it. I don't like taking down forests, but I understand that certain things have to be done. We have to clean out a place for our live, but we also need to leave some for nature. So what I'm doing is, and you can't see it off camera, just off to the left over here, is a tree that's probably been around when Jesus was born. I'm not lying. This thing is big. I will not touch that tree. And the reason I'm trimming out some of these smaller ones is because they're competing with that one. I'm trying to keep the bigger, older tree alive. So what I'm doing is, I got my cutter blade, so I took that off. And And this is what I'm replacing it with. This is what we're reviewing today. This is what I'm going to be testing next. The Spider. Look at the numbers. 24. It says demo, 7 1/4. These are important. You go down to your hardware store and you're looking at all these blades and you're like, well, this and that, and I don't know. Well, if you're not a carpenter, you're not going to know. And I learned by trial. The blade I just took off was for 7,000 RPMs. This one is for 10,000 RPMs. The Spider has another blade that does not say demo on it. It is for framing. It also says it lasts less. This one says it lasts 10 times longer. That one says 7 times longer. That's the only two differences I can find in these blades. This one says for demo. That one says for framing. But I did notice that the edges of the blade did look different on them. So I'm trusting these people to know what they're talking about. That is their industry. Something else I've noticed on this blade that's different than others is if you can see the little question mark. They call those cooling, I believe, yes, polymer stabilization vents. Not sure what that is. But putting it on, so let's get close up here so you can see the shaft right there. We get out of the video so it'll focus. There you go. You see that little bitty black washer right there? That is the most important part of this whole setup. It's not holding that shaft in, it's your spacer. So when you put your blade on, remember, your blade turns that way. So if you put your teeth on this way, it'll still cut. Yeah, it will. It's gonna be slower. It's gonna make your life harder. But when you're spinning a saw blade on a weed eater that fast, it's gonna go through just about anything. So put it on right. So you got your blade on, and let me think here. So my teeth are going that way, so I can't, so look at that. It only goes on one way if you want it to spin the right direction. And no, it's not going to look correct because we're putting a saw blade on a weed eater. Now, I gone done and did something bad and I got to pause this video because I've lost the nut. Hold on. All right, I'm back. That took a couple of seconds. Man, that is a scary thing. It's my first time vlogging. It's my first time doing this. It's my first time making videos. I'm making a lot of them close together. The launch is coming up. But I refuse to make a perfect video. I want you to see the mistakes. I want you to see the comedy. I want you to see real life. I found the nut. Next time, put it in your pocket. And you won't look like a nut. So back to where we were. Blade centered up. Put that on. And which way do I turn it, folks? Come on now. That's right. Lefty-tighty on this one. And it gets a little stiff right off the bat. Hold your blade level. I found this trick. If you turn your blade, like I'm just going to tighten it up, your blade will move off your washer, and then when you go around, it will be uneven. It'll wobble. It'll get a vibration. You can only really put this on if you have it held straight up and down. So I got my blade level. Doesn't look level on the video to you, but it's level at eyesight. And here I go round and left, round and left, round and left. And I went the wrong damn way. Stupid mechanic, righty, tighty, lefty. No, you're going to go to the opposite direction. Yeah, okay. So now we're going to flip the switch. And we go to the lefty tighty. There we go. Look at that. Yep. No, don't lose the tool. Stay in place. Fingers hurting. And we tighten. There we go. Okay. Don't kill it. What is it with you people and thinking that one nut holds up the Eiffel Tower? Don't kill it. It just needs to be tight. Okay, so there it is. I love this tool. So far it has done amazing wonders for me. I've tackled trees that are way too big that I shouldn't have. I've cut off branches. I've cleaned out underbrush. All in all, I'm giving the Craftsman saw blade extender, whatever name they want to put on it. I don't think it's on here. Trimmer Plus BC 720. I'm giving you folks 5 stars out of 5 stars for this tool. This is awesome. For the people who are responsible, know how to use it and can do so safely. Kudos to you, Craftsman. Proud of you.